This video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously at all. I'm just sharing my own opinions, not facts, off publicly accessible information first made public by the public figure. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, or disparaging comments. It's for entertainment purposes only. What is up, y'all?
Idiot crackers!
This is not your average reaction. I'm just a guy who likes to react to health and fitness stuff that usually girl world. Today, I want to check out and catch up with Miss Foodie Booty. She has uploaded 2 vlogs, I guess. One seems to be a cooking vlog, and the other... Yeah, both are cooking vlogs. Okay, can I make Canadian food in Syria, and the West African stew is the best. So yeah, let's see, the last cooking video she did was like that one where that other lady like made stuff, right? So I'm interested to see, I guess, what she's gonna make. She continues to bring up the Sasa situation, and a lot of people just, there's so many theories going around, y'all, that it's just ridiculous. And regardless, I just know that whatever Foodie Booty is doing is not what she's saying she's doing, to be quite honest. Trying to think, is there anything else I want to add? I went to the gym this morning, did some abs. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get into it. Got her at like 1.75.
Hello, foodie beauties.
Ads. All right. Don't mind the sauce splatter.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I hope the fan noise isn't loud. I guess we'll find out and see. But I did it. It was a bit stressful finding all the ingredients, but I didn't find all the ingredients. We didn't.
Wait a minute.
I made Syrian.
Did I miss something?
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I hope the fan noise isn't loud.
Is this... Can I make Canadian food in Syria? Did I just actually get clickbaited? Does she cook it, or is she just mukbanging? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, y'all. Alright, in that case, just see if I can understand her at 1.8. Yeah, so that's interesting. It seems like this is a routine for Foodie. She's like clickbaiting us into thinking that some of the videos are not exactly what they seem to be. I think I did look up some of the terms of service regarding super morbidly obese people doing mukbangs. And basically, you know, I think if you've looked into the YouTube rules, things aren't really as black and white as they are said they are. You know, I think YouTube treats things on a case-to-case basis. But, you know, it would make sense as to why someone who's super morbidly obese probably shouldn't be making this type of content. For one, it's not good for their health, hello. And 2, you're promoting this type of behavior to other people. And especially when you're a person like Chantal, when you're a person like Amberlyn Reed, and when you're a person like Alexandra Rodriguez, who pretends to lose weight, making this type of content puts false hope into some people's heads, thinking, oh, well, if this girl can eat all this crap and lose weight, I can too, you know? So that's kind of where I'm coming from with this type of stuff. You know, I think it's really rich that a lot of these women, especially recently, try to strike people for copyright and for harassment, you know, taking the terms of service very, very seriously and quite literally, yet they break the terms of service nearly every single video that they post. So, you know, if they really want to, especially Foodie, I think Foodie is doing some very, very shady stuff to garlic bread right now. And I mean, if she keeps messing around, I'm not saying I'm going to do anything, because I'm not, I don't care. But I'm saying your karma's going to come bite you in the ass.
Video. I hope the fan noise isn't loud. I guess we'll find out and see. But I did it. It was a bit stressful finding all the ingredients, but I didn't find all the ingredients. We didn't. But I made Syrian spaghetti, church basement spaghetti. There's a whole story behind that if you're wondering. It's a long story, but my version of spaghetti and meat sauce, basically. So growing up, I wasn't always Muslim. I used to go to church as a kid. I was Christian, and the nice old lady volunteers would make spaghetti, very basic meat sauce spaghetti in like a church basement function, and that's why I call it that. So I don't know, but you know, I am not Christian anymore. I'm Muslim now. Alhamdulillah. So I'm making this Syrian version of the pasta and meat sauce. Okay, so let me tell you how I did that, the story behind that. But first, let's unveil. All right, so ta-da! Here we have the spaghetti, and yes, there's cheese.
Okay, I mean, sure.
I found shredded mozzarella.
I don't know why it seems like, and no hate if this is just how it is, but it's like every meal that she has shown us is this exact color. There's like hardly any other colors besides like brown, beige, cream, like it's always like a brown shade of like, where is any other color? Red, green, I mean, honestly, anything, man. Is there a vegetable in this? Like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I love vegetables, but I force myself to eat vegetables because it's good for you. It's good fiber, you know, helps with the bowel movements. And I can't help but think, how would that go? How would eating something like this go with no assistance from fiber? I'm thinking it won't go very well.
I don't remember how much the shredded mozzarella was. I'll have to check the factura, the receipt, but anyway.
Ew, dude. Does that look good to y'all? It's like the noodles seem kind of stiff.
Saucy, but it kind of just absorbed. I mixed the pasta sauce with the noodles. So let me just dish this up and clean this up a bit, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Where you going? What do you do?
Is it like sticking to the bottom of the pan, dude? And don't even get me started. Like, she's using like a fork to like scrape it up. Like, please just use something else.
All right, so I'm gonna put this aside and just eat my portion, which is this. And there's still, and Salah had already eaten as well. There's still this much. So if anyone wants to come over and eat, yalla, ahlan wa sahlan. All right.
She better be careful making, I mean, some crazy person in Syria might come over. I mean, I think I'm realizing that I think a lot more people than I originally thought watch YouTube in Syria. So it's only a matter of time until Foodie, you know, some bad shit starts to happen, is what I'm trying to say.
I have a glass of cold water, my baggage.
It's like, y'all, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. And when I was in college, you had dumbasses that would like post stacks of cash to their Snapchat story, you know, or like other paraphernalia. And then it's like that exact same day you'd see a Snapchat of them saying they got robbed. It's like, are you asking for it? Like, she's over here like, got a new car, renovating the whole house, just sent Sasa to school for 1,000 USD, you know. And somebody sees that and they're an opportunist in this country where there's like not a lot of, I guess, law enforcement, I would expect. You know, just be careful, dude. Like, and then you just have a video of you like inviting people over. I don't know, man. I just don't think that's safe.
I know, look at me learning Arabic, huh? Diet Pepsi. I don't know what that is in Arabic. Pepsi, or maybe Pepsi. I kid. All right, so, and we have a little plate of cheese and olives. Now, most people, I think, eat zaytuna olives with breakfast, but with olive as my middle name, I eat it any time of day. And this is a Syrian cheese. It's a cheese knot. It's really salty.
I am really interested in the olives because I'm not a person that's ever really enjoyed olives. It's not something that I'll like spit out, but I really don't prefer them, especially a lot of them. It's like, I think it's just the salt. And I don't know. I would just, in my head, I'm like, those look kind of good and they look kind of fresh and maybe they're not so salty. I don't know. What do y'all think? Have y'all tried like olives fresh or fairly fresh or?
And it's really, really good. So, my cat here.
And not saying from the tree. I think I learned from Foodie Beauty that you don't just like get them from the tree. I think they have to like process them in some way. Pickle them maybe.
Oh, cute. When cats show you their belly, they're the most relaxed in front of you. So, all right. Look at this cheesy. The cheese is sticking to all the noodles. I hope you have something good to eat. If not, like I said, come on by. I'll feed you. Beefy noodle bite for you. Let's try this. Bismillah. Salah says it's delicious. I don't know. Let's try.
Yes, babe, I love it.
Anja?
I'm good.
Meaning really? Thank you, hon. Tried olive. This is kind of spicy olive with carrots. So basically you have to untangle the cheese knot. Like that.
That's interesting.
Oh, it's salty. It's kind of
Looks like she's eating a rope, y'all.
dry.
I didn't even make uh I didn't even make a comment on the portion. I mean, but like I feel like Foodie's so big that if that's the only thing that she ate today, she will definitely lose weight. But it's quite a large portion. I don't know if I would be able to finish that in one sitting. I like can eat a lot, but like I don't know, the older I get, I think I realize that I just don't like to be uncomfortably full. So like if I start to feel myself being full, I'll just stop and I may get hungry in like a couple more hours. I'll just come back to it, you know.
It's got a strong taste. So the way the supermarkets are here, we're not in like a town where you can easily find things that you would need for a basic spaghetti bolognese. I don't think that's very common. If people make a spaghetti sauce or a sauce for pasta and macaroni, they use like tomato paste. I did find some pasta sauce in the place we lived before, but that's far away. And I wanted to flavor it a lot. I couldn't find like oregano, not near us anyway. So Salah and I checked out 3 different soups, 4 different places. Little marts. We got most of our stuff at the main one, but I needed peanut butter and I couldn't find pasta sauce in a jar.
Peanut butter?
Just tomato paste, and the spices I found were chicken bouillon, Maggi. I have black pepper, salt, paprika. Really good quality paprika though. And curry spices and cardamom. So I ended up and we also found, they didn't have fruits and vegetables in the supermarkets because there's a lot of fruits and vegetable vendors on the street. Like, I'm telling you, more than Tim Hortons in every corner in Canada. They're just like everywhere. So we got some garlic and onion. So I just flavored it with garlic, onion, tomato paste, chicken stock, black pepper, a bit of salt, a bit of curry,
Okay.
and a little bit of white sugar. Because I find
Why the sugar? Come on.
pasta sauces that you buy in the store, they do also have sugar if you read the ingredients. Most of them. But I find it cuts the acidity in the tomato. You know what I mean? We did find a butcher who had made us ground
That's honestly fair.
beef. The ground beef here is good. I just asked for lean. I put a little bit of olive oil as well.
Y'all, this is random, but I ordered a fidget ring finally. I hope it fits, but like I'm hoping that like doing that will help me like stop touching my face.
But the problem is, it's not a problem. It's just different. Like, the meat tastes more gamey in a way. Like, you could tell they're feeding it differently probably than different.
My man, one of the first things my man cooked for me when we started dating was like deer meat, deer steaks. And I've had deer before. I'm just like, whatever. But, you know, I really like the guy. So I'm like, yeah, you know. And he actually made it really good. And it was like deer that ate. What do the deer at the Lake Island River eat?
I mean, they eat
Soy,
soybeans,
yeah.
corn.
Corn.
I mean, just a bunch of shit.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff that like just grows naturally down there, but they.
Because I think, do you remember when I ate the steak? I said I feel like I tasted like popcorn or maybe corn or something. And you were like, maybe it's because they're fed that diet.
Yeah, they feed them like soybeans and stuff so that they can like grow bigger, but they're essentially, yeah, they're like super jacked.
Okay.
And so the meat tastes like really good because they eat good stuff.
Fire.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Of the world, you know? But it's not strong. It's not a strong gamey taste like lamb.
I just tried to like count her chews, and I feel like she chewed like 3 times and then swallowed. But this is at 1.8 speed, you guys, so keep that in mind.
Which I'm very picky about when I eat lamb. Olives. But I was craving spaghetti so bad. Oh, and I put shredded mozzarella. I found a bag of shredded mozzarella. But it's pretty small. But it was really good. It is really good, I should say. Basically because we have to turn our fridge and freezer off at night. It's weird though because, mashallah,
Why is she like picking at her food like that? I don't know why that's just like, it's doing something to me. It just seems weird.
the government electric is still on, so we can keep the fridge plugged in. But running on solar at night, you can't do that. It's just too much energy for the nighttime. So, we have to pretty much eat the meat we buy like that day. There's like a huge thing of cheese. Look at this. I found hot dogs. I've been craving like hot dogs, man. And I found a box of Kraft mac and cheese. Like, I never thought I would find that where we are. Maybe in Damascus, but I didn't buy it because I don't know.
Dead air. Dead air.
But it's really good. Whatever
Jesus, man.
I used flavored it well. I put a lot of paprika in the tomato sauce. So yeah, just got a few things, especially some breakfast staples like eggs, pita, olives, cheeses. And just comment in this, if you guys have followed me long enough, you will know what I'm going to make with these ingredients, okay? So, potatoes, carrots, onion, garlic, tomato paste, beef cubes, peanut butter, and chicken bouillon. What am I going to be making?
Piece of shit.
Girl, I don't care.
You won't necessarily win anything if you get it right, except for a big yay from me. And thank you for following me that long, because you're an OG then. But throughout the years on this channel, no matter what phase I've been in life, that's a recipe that I've always kept with me. For some reason, I love it so much.
I can't.
I like food from all around the world. Man, when I used to work in an office, once upon a time, we had this employee.
Y'all, imagine watching this at normal speed. Like, this is nearly 2 speed. There would be so much dead air.
She was from, shoot, I can't remember if she was Filipina, from Vietnam, or from Vietnam.
No one cares!
She made these, like, glass noodles. I forget what they were called. Vermicelli glass noodles. And these spring rolls that were just to die for. And, like, everyone in the office would ask her to make them, and they would pay her. Like, she had to start taking orders for people. And one day, I helped her out with something. And she was very appreciative, so she brought me a tray of these noodles and some spring rolls. And, you know, there's certain foods you just don't forget. So I took a picture of this meal. He's like, I need to, for memories of
so
the first meal
bad,
you cooked
y'all.
in Syria.
This is
Like, proper meal.
one of the worst stories I think I've ever heard. If someone was telling me this in real life, I would have already gotten up and left the room.
And it is quite delicious.
Okay, so a super morbidly obese woman just smashed a fat bowl of pasta on her channel, and I guess that's just okay. I guess that's just fine. Yeah, killing it, girl.
A few more olives. One more small piece of cheese.
Y'all want to see some portions I have for lunch? One moment. Thank you to my man. All right, so we got rice, some bison, hummus, and some popcorn chips. Yeah, that. I just feel like she just had this mountain of pasta, and it's just unbelievable to me.
And a sip of a drink. Julia! And that's it, that's all, folks.
Thank
So,
God.
I would have liked the spaghetti to be a bit more saucy, but all I had to do was just not put as much pasta, which I can never, gauge how much to make from the package. I don't know. So whatever. But yes.
Or what you could do is you could just cook the noodles and put them to the side, cook the sauce, and then just, add it separately. That way everybody can have their own preference.
That is it for now, I guess. Thank you so much for watching this mukbang. I'm sure even though it was probably a bit noisy with the fan in the street and, but I hope you still enjoyed it anyway, having dinner with me. Kind of miss doing this kind of video, I don't know. Just laid back, and someone to talk to you guys while I'm eating. It's content. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching, and take care of yourselves. Bye!
All right, well, let's just go right into the next one, shall we? All right. West African stew is the best.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Well, hello there. I have exciting news.
I don't care.
Today we're making mafe. Hello guys, welcome back to another foodie video.
Well, I'm happy it's at least a different color than brown, you guys. It's orange. This looks kind of like shakshuka. No, not shakshuka. This looks like a tikka masala, like chicken tikka masala.
Today we're making mafe, West African peanut stew. It is one of my favorite recipes I've learned years ago, and I've just always made it, no matter where I am in the world. It is so savory and delicious. You can make it vegetarian. The original recipe, of course, has meat and probably a lot more vegetables, like cabbage and some root vegetables. I think maybe cassava root, turnip, but I only had carrots and potato. You can alter this recipe, but I know people usually kind of freak out when they hear peanut butter in a savory recipe, but I'm telling you, it is very delicious, and it just kind of combines with all the flavors. So Yella, let's make this. All right, so this recipe starts with lighting the gas stove, and I have a cooking pot here with a diced red onion and about half of a pound of cubed beef and some crushed garlic. Now I'm going to add kind of a lot of oil, actually, to the pot. This is, I think, sunflower oil. Peanut oil is actually best, and we're just going to give those onions a nice stir. Just let them flavor the oil a bit. They don't have to be too cooked or browned or anything. They will disintegrate in the sauce, and then we're going to brown the beef. Actually, I think this is a half kg, so yeah.
Well, I'm glad at least she's cooking in this video, you guys. I'll give her that.
Pound, I think. I don't know. I can't do the math. And I'm going to add some spices after cooking that for a bit. I added some curry powder, black pepper, and a little bit of salt. And that's pretty much all I added. The original recipe for mafe does not include curry powder, but whatever. So I added about a little container and a half of tomato paste. I'll try to put here what that measurement would be in like tablespoons. It's hard to gauge since I don't measure, so I apologize. So I'm going to let the tomato paste fry a bit till it gets dark red, and then add water to cover the meat. And then I'm going to put a lid on it and let it cook for about half an hour till it gets a bit more tender. And after that, we are going to remove the lid, add a bit more water, add some root vegetables. You can add as many vegetables as you like. I only had carrots and potatoes, but you can add like cabbage and any kind of root vegetable would do. I did also add the crushed garlic, sorry. Now I'm going to add 2 Maggi chicken cubes. I know it's beef, but Maggi just...
I mean, this doesn't look terrible. This looks fairly healthy, fairly hearty.
Chicken just tastes better for some reason. Now we're going to let that simmer again for about another half an hour. About 35 minutes. Now we're going to add the peanut butter. Now
I'm not scared of the peanut butter. There's a lot of like peanuts and peanut butter and like different like Asian fusion type dishes and stuff. I'm sure it's fine, but it's definitely a little different. I do prefer, I think, a savory peanut.
Find the kind with sugar, but natural peanut butter without sugar is best, but it still tasted the same actually. So, and here's the final result. You'll know the mafe is ready whenever the oil separation occurs. You see the red kind of oil on the surface from the peanut butter, and now you have a creamy, savory dish, and you hardly taste the peanut butter at all. It really transforms in the mafe sauce. So, saute and let's eat.
Hey guys. Okay, so I have the mafe, and there might be a bit of background noise, but there's always construction here, so I can't do anything about that. So, yummy. Let's try it. It's very hot. We have a big chunk of potato.
Okay.
The rice and gravy. I need to put both lights. That's better. Turn on both lights so you can see it better. Bite for you.
You know, it kind of looks like ginger dressing a little bit. And it's not really giving orange like it was earlier. Like that. Yeah, I guess it's just different lighting, but...
Bite for you.
Bismillah. What's Bismillah mean? I know what Inshallah is. Inshallah.
The sauce is so rich. I can't describe, like, you have to taste it. Like I said,
you know what's tough? I played competitive soccer with a guy who would, what's the word I'm looking for? Practiced Ramadan. And like, so he would literally water fast, no food, anything like during our practices. And I'm just like, you're just built different. Yeah, like that's crazy.
It's formed, you know, with the tomato paste and spices and the bouillon and the garlic and onion. Oh. Hot potato. I wish you could all come over and eat. Anyone who's tried this here in Syria so far?
The audio is so interesting. I think it's probably mostly because I have these headphones in, but I'm hearing some strangeness in the background, kind
I
of.
loved it. Good food is good food no matter what culture it comes from, right? So.
And you know, even though she is telling a story, I really think some background music would go a long way at like 1 or 2 volume just to give a little something. Sometimes I just feel like dead air while you're talking is just, I don't know, awkward, especially when you pause, you know?
I mean, let's just be real. Carrot.
Oh, it's tasty.
Thanks, babe. It's filling, tasty. You want more?
Wonderful.
The type of rice I used is called Calrose rice. I think it's an Egyptian style rice. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you get to try this. If you do try it and you love it, please let me know. I'm sure you will. I know it's you know, it's like kind of like a gravy almost, not gravy, but the flavor is really hard to describe unless you've made it and you've tried it. So that's how it goes.
I feel like it's something you kind of got to eat fast unless you separate it from the rice, right? Because then the rice will like soak up all the moisture and become kind of squishy.
Life in general, you know, you never fully know until you try something. And I think that's kind of the motto with like how things go.
It's like how I make chicken tikka. Is like I separate everything and then I have my naan. I'll put some rice on the naan and then I'll put the chicken tikka and kind of like eat it like a taco a little bit.
Like living in Syria, a lot of people from my audience don't understand me being here and how it actually is. And I think until you've actually come here and experienced life here, you won't really fully know. So yeah, anyways.
You just won't know the vibe until you get here.
Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you're all having something good to eat today. Take a bite of the mafe. You're all welcome to share. And what else do I want to say? I think that's about it. I will be making this regularly because, yeah. And you know, usually I use natural peanut butter with no sugar, but I couldn't find that. So I just used regular with sugar. So you could probably totally use something like Skippy. Whatever, you know. The sauce will be a little sweet, but not much.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching and take care of yourselves. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Giddy up, cracker. Let's go.
Giddy up, crackers.
All right. I'm going to quit there while I'm ahead. Yeah, the first one was super disappointing. The second one, at least we got to see a little bit of the cooking. These vlogs are still just like the most low effort shit I've ever seen. Like, I just don't understand why you can't put just the smallest amount of effort into your vlogs when you're like a vlogger to make them interesting, you know? Like, I'm more than happy to give you suggestions if you'll actually take them, and I'll even give you a fucking tutorial on how to do the edits if you really want to, Foodie. But yeah, I think that's all I got to say about this subject. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching. Like, dislike, comment, and subscribe if you want.